Hello and welcome to Learn, Do, Become Radio. I'm April Perry. Today I'm sharing an awesome transformation and 4 principles to encourage all of us. This was initially going to be just included at the end of a different podcast, but then I thought, you know what, this needs its own podcast because it's so good and because I'm trying to keep these short for you. For the month of August, we're doing a few podcasts each week, trying to keep them short and simple so you can do them as you complete a microburst. So right now, for the next, 10 minutes or so, if you just dive in and go clean something, like go clean off your nightstand, go empty the dishwasher, go in your closet, pull out a few things that need to go, be donated or something like that. My goal is to be able to be your friend, your companion, a support to you, your encourager as you do these things so that you know you're not alone, that you feel happy and light and optimistic, and that you feel more confident that you can actually get to the things that really, really matter to you and get all that clutter and overwhelm out of your life. Okay, so today I'm sharing an inspiring member spotlight, and I'm going to tell her story a little bit, and then I'm going to explain a few reasons why I love this so much and include some principles that can encourage all of us, because this truly encouraged me, and I'm just so proud of our members, so proud of our community. Okay, so this is from Catherine. She was super kind to let us share this with us, but she posted in our Step Mastery group about how she had moved into her current home 18 months ago. And then she had this vanity area that had been a catch-all the whole time. And she included a before and after photo. I'll kind of try to explain it, and then I want you to come to the show notes page because you need to see it for yourself. But the before picture, it just looked like there was just a lot of stuff, so you can't even really tell if it's a vanity or is there a sink there. You can kind of tell it's a bathroom, but there were just a lot of things on it, And then in her after, it just looks beautiful. She's got a little mirror and her jewelry, and it's just this lovely, clear space. So as you're looking at this before and this after, and a lot of times we show before and afters, but we don't really tell the story. So Catherine had told her story and said I could, share it with you. Okay, so she had, 18 months had just been this catch-all, which I know all of us can relate to that, right? And so she covered it with a little curtain for a while. She said it was a little section between the master bedroom and a little section. She kind of covered it with a curtain so she wouldn't have to look at it. But then she said it would whisper to her things like she'd wasted money on the things that were in the pile, or telling her she's a terrible housekeeper, or telling her she had horrible time management skills. But she decided, since she was going back to work, now Catherine's a teacher, and she said, I go back to work in 10 days. This is when she posted it. So she said, I'm going to get 1 project done per day. And then she picked this one as a start. She turned on music, and then she gave a little bulleted list and said, here's what I found. Okay, so it was 3 bath towels, 2 sets of sheets, and a whole bunch of stuff that had a home elsewhere in the house and could be put away simply as a 2-minute task, and then a bunch of trash. She said, that was it, all caps. And then she said the following: I feel such relief now. I've been part of STEP for 2.5 years, so this is one of many successes. I always feel such relief after a microburst. This program is about the things in your mind that make you feel overwhelmed, incapable, and unworthy. Keep at this program. Take what works for you. Set aside what doesn't and focus on the goal, progress, not perfection, even if it's at the speed of 1 microburst at a time. Okay, I just love this. I love Catherine. She's posted so many great things, and she's such an encourager in our group. And so, first of all, I just want to acknowledge Catherine for her energy and her light as she shared her story. Now, hearing her share how she was able to overcome what had been a mental and physical drain really lifted my heart. And so I want to share a few principles that can help all of us apply this to our lives, because not all of us will have a vanity that looks just like Catherine's, but all of us have something that feels kind of heavy, And it might be a bathroom, or it might be a kitchen, or it might be how the car looks, or it could be your email, or it could be some projects at work. Or it could be just something that's really clouding your mind because you're worried about someone, or there's someone, kind of manipulating you, or something going on, right? We've all got something. And so I just wanted to pull out a few principles that were helpful to me and I thought might encourage you as well. Okay, so number 1, our things and our clutter truly do whisper to us. Sometimes our minds go numb to the piles. David Allen explains it that way, where maybe you have piles for so long that you just stop even knowing that they're there. But subconsciously, there is a mental weight and a negative drain when our environment or our phones or our email accounts, etc., are weighed down. I was working with someone recently who was cleaning out some clutter, piles, all that stuff. And this person had originally said, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. I'm fine." And then as they got rid of the clutter, they said to me, "I hate when you're right." But you're right. Now that I've cleared this clutter, my mind is open. I feel happier. I feel more motivated. I'm more optimistic. So recognizing that there are little whispers subconsciously when you're walking by a big pile of junk, it's telling you something. There's some message that is shaping your beliefs, and it's really impacting more of your life than you know. And this is what I get so passionate about, because if you're feeling depressed and you're weighed down right now, I'm guessing there's a lot of whispering going on around you. And it's this clutter and stuff that doesn't matter, and it can be taken away. I've watched this happen to my mom all growing up. I watched it whisper to her. And then I felt it in my own life telling me that I wasn't worthy or capable or whatever it was, okay? So you need to know there are little whispers, but we can get rid of them, all right? Number 2, when we make a decision to change, it unlocks an amazing amount of power in our lives. Now, Catherine chose 10 days, 10 projects, and they weren't huge, impossible projects. They worked with her energy and schedule and overall goals. So we could do that in our lives right now. We can make a decision and decide to change. Now, if right now you're traveling or you're getting a bunch of children ready to go back to school, or you're just starting a new job, or you're really stressed about finances, well, okay, then your projects are going to be focused on what you're currently doing, and it's going to move those goals and deadlines forward in a way that feels really good. I'm not talking about adding a bunch more stuff. I'm talking about taking what you already want to do and breaking it down into really manageable projects. But that decision, that's what I want to talk about. When you make a decision, it unlocks a power. So Eric and I, for example, decided we would do Caroline Girvan's iron program. I don't know if you've heard me talk about her, but she's this YouTuber who teaches weightlifting, and no one has ever taught me weightlifting in my entire life. And now I'm not super buff, but I'm getting some muscles. I've never had any muscles really before. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. Now, I've been following her YouTube channel for more than a year, but I've never completed a full program. I would just do we'll do a workout here and there, and then I'll take off, and then I didn't feel like it or whatever. But this time, I was like, Eric, I want to do the iron program. And we printed off her little chart, and I made a sticker chart. Eric's like, I don't need a chart. I don't know why you need charts for everything. But I did. I want a sticker chart, and I get a little, actually I do a little check mark every time that I complete one of the workouts. And we are only 4 days away from finishing. It's a 30-day thing. It's 5 days a week for 6 weeks. 4 days away. I feel so good. Today was leg day. And I feel, yes, stronger physically, but mostly it's this mental thing where I've told myself I can do something hard. I can work out to a point where I'm wow, that was a good workout. And I'd never done anything like that before. So it's just that decision when you decide, hey, I'm going to do something. It makes you feel wow, I have capacity. I have new skills. I can change, All right, number 3. Moving forward usually isn't as hard as we think. So I love this from Catherine's experience. She's once she actually started doing it and saw, oh my gosh, it was just towels and sheets. She's they were already even folded and just ready to go in the linen closet. It wasn't even that big of a deal. Same thing, once you open the STEP program, for example, you're going to notice the steps are incredibly short and simple. So think about this in your own life experiences you've had up to this point. Undoubtedly, you've had experiences where you procrastinated something for months or longer, and then once you did it, you realized it wasn't the monster you thought it would be. I was working with our son who was applying for a job, and he was feeling a little nervous about editing his resume. We sat down, we worked on the resume. It took like 10 minutes. And he's like, oh, that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Okay. So it's just that type of thing. It's not that hard. It's just sometimes that first step, taking that initial step and building that momentum. It just takes some courage, but it's usually not that hard. And then number 4, mastering your mind and those beliefs and habits and thoughts that keep you in the overwhelm is an absolute game changer. This progress over perfection mantra that's brought me strength throughout my whole life. I'm so glad Catherine mentioned it here. It's true. When you can say, hey, I'm just going to make some progress. It's okay if it's not perfect. And this is how I feel constantly in my life. There are so many things that I work on and I think, okay, this is going to make a big impact. And then it falls flat, like it doesn't make a big impact. And there have been a lot of days where I'm just thinking, is my work doing anything? Like I feel like I just work and work and work, and I don't even know if it's making a difference because I can't see it. But when you can master your mind and when you can say, I'm just going to make some progress today. I'm going to do something that I can tangibly see. Okay, I made an effort. I made some progress. And it doesn't always turn out great, but it's worth our effort, our best effort, to master our mind and be able to move forward making this progress. So I hope you feel encouraged by Catherine's story. Come again, look at the show notes page so you can see her before and after. And I hope that as you've, listened to these principles I've shared here, that you felt something spark inside of you. You can make similar progress in your own life. And we hope you'll stay close to Learn, Do, Become, and also share this with friends as you do so. There are a lot of people who are really overwhelmed, and they don't need to be. And you can be a support in helping them get out of that overwhelm. And then together, all of us can work on the things that truly do matter most. If you're thinking, okay, next steps, what do I do? If you want our resource that we just released, it's called Escaping the Groundhog Day To-Do List. Go to learndobecome.com/groundhog. That's available for you. Also, in our Step Mastery program, we have a special time blocking class being taught by Jill. This is happening on Tuesday, August 23rd. So if you want to go live to the class, make sure you're a member of Step Mastery by August 23rd. Or if you just want the recording, make sure you're part of Step Mastery by the end of August. Otherwise, you can purchase the class recording for $50, but we really would love for you to be able to just be a Step Mastery member, and then you are grandfathered in when we do special Step Mastery member events. So go to learndobecome.com/step program to learn more about Step Mastery. We love our steppers. It's so fun. And then if you want to join 4 Weeks to Finished, we're starting September 1st. It's 4 weeks. It's a small group. We have 4 classes that are weekly on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific. And then we have daily office hours. We've got coaching by text, coaching by email, a small Facebook group. You can get an accountability partner. We're just there for you. So if you want to work with Team Learn to Become and just get your Command Central built in the month of September, come join us. We would love to have you. And you can learn more about that at learndobecome.com/4 weeks, the number 4, WEEKS. We're so grateful for you. We want you to be able to have awesome before and after pictures, but more than anything, we want your mind to feel calm and present. We want you to be able to make that impact you know you can make. As I picture Catherine as a teacher starting school, having completed these projects, however many she was able to get to before school starts, thinking how much more present and passionate she's going to be able to be about her schooling, knowing that things are taken care of at home, and these skills that she's developing and this courage and this energy and this light, no doubt it's going to radiate and support her students in more powerful ways. I have to hand it to all these amazing teachers out there, and obviously each one of us does something that's good to contribute to the world. But especially this time in the United States with all the kids going back to school, our teachers are making a big impact. And if we can help each person to be able to feel less overwhelmed and feel more peaceful and more confident, think what that does to the world. Think what that does to support the next generation. It's just empowering and inspiring. We love you all. Have an amazing day. All of this is on our show notes page, all of our links. Just stay close and please share this with your friends. Thanks so much. See you soon at learndobecome.com.